123, 130. The Clippers didn't foul. Jerome caught it, was waiting for Jarek Jones Jr. to reach in. He did not. So Ty Jerome rose for a three-point shot, missed it off the front rim. Spencer's rebound came too late, and the Clippers come away with a win on the road. 123 to 120 from back down 19 in the first half. The Clippers finished the 5-7, 4-1. Despite being outshot 16-4 at the three-point line. I mean, that is unbelievable. Jordan Miller's got the headset in hand. Jordan, you got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Appreciate you hopping on the headset. 14 points for you in this one. A couple of assists. 10 made free throws on 12 attempts. How were you able to create so much contact getting to the rim here tonight?
Yeah, just, a lot of reps, a lot of practice, being aggressive first and foremost, just trying to find ways to impact the game, when I'm not scoring any other way. So, getting to the line is what I do, and I was able to knock them down.
Yeah, you got to the line in big moments as well for this team. You guys fell down 19 early. It didn't feel like you ever flinched. Where does that confidence come from in this group, and how are you able to turn it around so quickly?
Oh, yeah, that's something we got to work on and improve on. It's not coming out flat or having flat quarters. I still feel like we haven't put 4 quarters of good basketball together in a very long time. So we just keep chipping away at it. We know the talent. We know the group that we got. As long as we keep our head down and limit our mistakes, we should be good, and we should be able to play in any game.
Last one for you, Jordan, but 7 of your last 8, you've scored in double figures. You've been a key piece in this rotation. Ty Lewis trusted you down the stretch. What do you think has allowed you to be a key piece in this rotation for the Clippers and take that next step this season?
Yeah, just getting reps, getting more comfortable. That's what it's all about. Experience wins in the long run. So being able to get reps, being a lot of close games, end of the game in some games, it really helped. So being able to, kind of piece it together and impact the game any way I can.
Well, you've impacted in a huge way today. Go enjoy this one with your teammates. Congrats on the win.
My man, appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Jordan. 123-120. The Clippers with a victory here in Memphis over the Grizzlies to finish this 5-7. 4-1. All right, for our entire crew here in Memphis, George Ruggiero, our engineer, Glenn Waldrop, our statistician, Adam Oslin, and Daniel West back in the studio. We will send it over to them, but talk to you in a few. Don't go anywhere. Clippers talk is coming up next. Clippers win 123-120 over the Grizzlies here on the road in Memphis on our Clippers Audio Network.
Exclusive home for Clippers.
Let's go, Clipper Nation. One comeback deserves another. Clippers on the wrong side of it yesterday, up 25. Today, down 19. They get the victory in Memphis. And you could say, well, they should have been down 19. You could also say Memphis hit 10 threes in the first quarter. Ridiculous shots. I don't know what you do there. 7 of them were well contested.
Right now, get amazing deals on your favorite.
Sometimes
because
it's just a make or miss league. But the Clippers were grittier. I still don't like not fouling at the end of the game when you're up by 3. I disagree with Coach Lou on that. This happened before too. It was well contested by DJ on Ty Jerome, but I don't understand it. Why even give them an opportunity? I know you get worried about fouling him on a 3, but we will take it. They are 4-1 the first 5 games of March.
For LADWP customers, get a rebate up to $4,000
You take it,
when you buy a used
and you come back home and try to get a win against New York on Monday.
Get a rebate for that too.
Memphis was unreal in the first quarter. 7 guys hit 3-pointers. 7.
Visit ladwp.com/EV today to start saving.
That's a good win.
ladwp.com/EV.
And I'm glad it was close late. I think you learn more in those situations about yourself. Garland and Kawhi were both obviously on minutes restrictions. They didn't bring Kawhi back till the 2-minute mark. He went out for about 3 minutes.
Because that song lives rent free in your head anyway. And he wanted ahead by holding Coors Light to the plate.
Thank goodness. Down 19. Let's go.
The game is done.
Wrap this one up.
Now the reaction begins. This is Clippers Locker Room. Your post-game look at the
Hashtag comeback clips. 60% of the time, it works every time. It was successful again. Clippers down by 19 in Memphis. They come back to win on a Ty Jerome missed three-pointer, 123-120 over the Grizzlies. Welcome into your postgame show. I'm Adam Oslin. Coming up, second half highlights, postgame box score, and more. But first, back out to FedEx Forum with your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. Carlo, it wasn't easy. That first quarter with the outliers shooting from the Memphis Grizzlies was incredible. I think 7 guys hit a three-pointer in that first quarter. They went 10 of 18. The Clippers were able to weather the storm. They got into a back-and-forth affair in the second half, and they were a little bit grittier. You could say they out-grittied the grit and grind Memphis Grizzlies of the past here tonight. It felt like ghosts of Clippers Grizzlies past in this ballgame down the stretch.
You're right, Ed. I mean, you look at the categories in which you'd consider grit, right? The Clippers +5 on the offensive glass. They got 16 offensive rebounds today. They were +10 on the glass with 10 more boards. And then, I mean, the free throw disparity in this game is unbelievable. Memphis with 24 free throw attempts, the Clippers with 45. They just got to the line. And it wasn't because the Clippers maybe were getting an easier whistle. They just weren't shooting as many threes. I mean, Memphis shot 43 threes. The Clippers shot 17 in this game. After that hot start for Memphis, Adam, in which they went 10 for 18, the Grizzlies went 6 of 25 the rest of the way. They really cooled off from the three-point line the next 3 quarters, and the Clippers, a big reason why they were able to get this win, but just really, really impressive by this Clipper team to get it done on the road. You know, an emotional game yesterday, another close one. Would we see the same ghosts appear for the Clippers? It did not happen. They executed and got it done.
Oh, that's a great way to turn the page. You're in the same type of affair. You're on the opposite end of it. And now you feel like, you know what? We can do the same thing. This is the NBA. Sometimes you eat the bear. Sometimes the Grizzly eats you. Not this time. This Clippers team, they came through and they did the little stuff down the stretch. It wasn't just them hitting a bunch of tough shots or anything like that. It wasn't as heroic as that. It was getting to the free throw line. It was tie-ups for jump balls. It was defense. And that final play, very well defended by Derrick Jones Jr. I wouldn't have minded to see the Clippers foul and not give Ty Jerome the opportunity to tie it with a three-pointer. But, hey, all's well that ends well.
You know what was funny, Adam? I think Jerome was waiting for him to foul. He caught it on the left wing and kind of like looked at Derrick like, is the reach coming? Because I'm gonna go. And Derrick didn't reach. And that little hesitation, I think, caused him to miss that shot, because when you know the team is a foul team, well, then on the inbound, you're going to wait and see if they're going to foul you, because then you're going to try to make it a three-point play. Because Derrick did not foul, because Ty Jerome was right on the three-point line in a shooting motion. Well, it was a great job by the Clippers to be able to get out of there with a win. And I thought really heady play by Derrick Jones Jr. I'm sure the conversation in the huddle was, hey, foul unless they're about to shoot a three. And, obviously you don't want to shoot foul three-point shooters. So you're right. Maybe the Clippers foul right on the catch, but it felt like that Jerome thinking about it maybe caused the miss. I thought overall, though, Adam, this game changed in the second half when Isaiah Jackson really got going. I mean, he was unbelievable. Jerome goes one-on-one with him twice on back-to-back trips, doesn't get anything. One time Jackson gets a steal. Another time he gets a tie-up, pretty much a steal. It ends up in a jump ball for the Clippers. And then his activity on the offensive glass was unbelievable in this game. How about Isaiah Jackson with a double-double today, 5 offensive rebounds. He had 12 and 12. And then Bennett Mathurin also with a great game with the Clippers, 21 and 10 for him. Really impressive, those two guys turning the tide in the second half.
Mathurin, the big free throw after the miss by Kawhi Leonard. He got that rebound, went to the line, knocked them down. Kawhi knocked down a couple before that. but Action Jackson was incredible with his heart and hustle out there. Everything that was advertised about this guy came to fruition in this game for the Clippers. We talked about it as soon as Giannis went down, but we felt like obviously it's a huge opportunity for him, and his style of play lends itself well to Clippers culture and Clippers basketball, and I think this fan base is really going to embrace the type of player Isaiah Jackson is.
Yeah, it's something Ty Lue brought up when Giannis went down. He said, look, Isaiah Jackson plays extremely hard, and that can mask a lot of your mistakes because when you're playing so hard, oftentimes the 50-50 balls, the extra opportunities on defense, they can go to you. And I thought Isaiah Jackson really won some of those big 50-50 balls in this game. You know, it gets overlooked at him because he's just been doing it at this level for now 3 months. But Kawhi Leonard's 28 in 27 minutes. Super impressive. I mean, doesn't make a three, but gets to the free throw line to make 12 of 14. The behind the back in transition when Walter Clayton Jr. was coming cross court to try to poke it away was ridiculous. I mean, he was huge in this game. And on the second night of a back to back for Kawhi to give you 28, like he's getting out of bed. Just really impressive from the claw. And he got him in the game in the second quarter.
Yeah, 15 of those 28 coming in the second quarter. And then the poise down the stretch on what could have been a really chaotic play where he ends up getting fouled, goes to the free throw line, clutch free throws by Kawhi Leonard. What else can you say? He put on the cape, he pulled them through, and it wasn't easy for Coach Lue because he and Darius Garland on minutes restrictions. And Darius Garland was having himself a fourth quarter as well. Yeah. He woke up and made some big shots with his dad in attendance, former Clipper Winston Garland out there. So a feel-good victory all around for this Clippers team. Can they get back to 500 now? With going back to Intuit Dome Monday night against the Knicks. Tip-off at 7. Your pregame show starting at 6. Clippers and Knicks. Carlo Jimenez, great call. We'll talk to you back at the Dome on Monday.
Adam, get some sleep. Clippers win. I get to see you on Monday.
Let's go. Coming up next, second half highlights with Carlo. Clippers come back down 19 to win 123-120 in Memphis over the Grizzlies. I'm Adam Moslin, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Hey, great work with it. Take care.
Woo! Thank goodness, Clipper Nation. That could have been a disaster. I told you about Isaiah Jackson the other day. I said I think you guys are going to fall in love with him. It starts. Where do you want to go in second half?
I got Garland third quarter and Isaiah Jackson fourth, including the steal.
Isaiah Jackson, he was always a Clipper. Look at the way this guy plays. He was born to be a Clipper. And Coach Lue going small changed the game. How about that? Coach Lue loves to go small. Never works, dude. Oh, really? How do you think they turned things around in the second quarter? They went small, and then he started Isaiah Jackson in the second half and closed with him.
When you're in the building, you don't just see the highlights.
Ta-da!
That no-look pass that makes the crowd gasp. That dunk.
But y'all agenda pushers won't care.
The arena, that bucket beater that had everyone on their feet.
He didn't choose Jordan Miller to close the game. Darius Garland ran out of minutes. He's still on a minutes restriction.
Today, because nothing beats being able to say you were there.
That's the problem. I'm going Action Jackson right now.
Ticketmaster.com/Clippers, and we'll see.
Kawhi did finish the game. What are you watching as usual for Sports Guru?
There are lots of ways.
Last Sports Guru.
You never have to miss a second of your favorite sport because you'd much rather.
So no credit to Coach Lue for going small and that changing the game after them being down by 19. No credit for that.
And then somehow those 2 minutes will take.
All right.
You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the middle circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Streaming on iHeartRadio. This is the Los Angeles Clippers. Heard exclusively on the LA Clippers Audio Network.
Another hashtag comeback Clips performance. The Clippers were down 19 in the first half. Then they had a 21-point turnaround in 9 minutes in the second quarter, had it to within 1 at the half. They go on to win in Memphis. Final score 123-120. Welcome into your post-game show. I'm Adam Oslin. Coming up, your post-game box score and more. Let's get to second half highlights. As I mentioned, down by 19, but the Clippers win small. Brilliant move by Coach Lue. Memphis doesn't have their bigs out there, and Isaiah Jackson was a big for them, or a big performance for the Clippers in this game, but they weren't even using him much in the second quarter when this thing turned around, and the Clippers had a 21-point swing turnaround after being down 19 to up by 1. I believe it was, yes. And then they were down by 1 at the half, 59-58. Third quarter, though, Darius Garland started to get it going a little bit.
Garland down the left alley, gets to the rim, turns on the Jets, right-handed layup is in, and the Clippers are in front. One-on-one with G.G. Jackson. Garland gets to his left hand, skips by him, left-handed layup, high off the glass, and it finds the bottom of the well. Darius Garland in double figures with 10 in his first Clippers start.
Those 2 buckets from Garland in a back-and-forth affair in the third quarter where the Clippers were still down by 1, entering the fourth at 90-89, but they started 5 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter. Darius Garland had a lot to do with that. Memphis not going away, though. Ty Jerome had himself a game, but this Clippers team continued to fight, and one of your newest Clippers in Isaiah Jackson made a huge impact down the stretch.
Garland with a left-handed dribble, cuts around the defense, floats right block, scoops the layup up. No, but on the front of the rim miss. Jackson is there for his 5th offensive rebound and a putback off the window. Finds Derek Jones Jr. Left-handed dribble into traffic, elevates layup, misses it off the left side. Offensive rebound, Jackson. Putback on the right block is in. Isaiah Jackson with a double-double. Garland, left-handed dribble against Hendricks. Bounce it, Jackson. Left block layup. Another bucket. Isaiah Jackson turning the tide for the Clippers. Howard, right-handed dribble. Jackson picks his pocket. Kawhi running, tracks it down, goes behind his back, tries to lay it up at the left block, and gets fouled. Oh, my goodness.
Did I tell you you're going to love this guy? Isaiah Jackson helped them win this ball game with 12 and 8 in the second half alone. Kawhi would knock down those 2 free throws. The Clippers eventually up by 3. Ty Jerome with a 3-pointer to try to tie it on the left wing. Derek Jones Jr., well defended by him, made him hesitate a little bit as he may have been trying to draw the foul. He misses. Clippers win 123-120 in Memphis over the Grizzlies. Quick timeout. We'll come back. I'm Adam Oslin. You're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Guide
Different phone number tonight.
from Toyota. Position. Something funny.
Distributed better with the minutes. I can't stand Sports Guru. I may just have to block him. Like I can't take it. His constant criticism. So what? He should take Darius Garland out while he's hot to start the fourth quarter. That's the move. Kill his momentum. He was one of the reasons they got up by 9 early in the fourth quarter. Darius Garland's going. Oh, got to take him out to make sure he has more minutes later in the game, even though he's hot right now. That makes sense. I'm sorry, Sports Guru, but you're far from it, my friend. 877-520-1150 is the phone number. 877-520-1150 is the phone number. When the Dodgers are on AM 570, we are on AM 1150. Hemo said, mute his ass. I mean, his only move there was Darius Garland's hot, but I got to take him out to bring him back later in the quarter. You think he was going to do that? You think that's the move? He didn't play much chess as a kid, apparently.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Siri, what have you done to your hair? What do you mean? Does it not look good?
All right, hang tight, Jesus.
Looks freaking amazing.
Sadly, I don't think the Sports Guru is trying to get under my skin. I think he really believes this stuff.
Hair volume, huh?
He's standing on his.
I wish he was just trolling, but sadly,
Gorgeous.
This is who he is.
Yeah, he's standing on business. It's his business, but
I think he's going out of business. He's going chapter 11.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Los Angeles Clippers. Heard exclusively on the LA Clippers audio network.
Curtis.
Clippers come back. Spurs yesterday, they come back on them. The Clippers come back on Memphis, down 19 in this ball game. Welcome into your post-game show. I'm Adam Osland. Coming up, we'll have Clippers talk on the Patriot AM 1150 and on the YouTube side, or you could be listening on the iHeart app. Just search Clippers there. Clippers ended up finishing at 50% from the field. They went 4 of 17 from 3, while Memphis was 16 of 43 from 3, and the Clippers won this game, which tells you the margin of error against a team like Memphis. They could hit 12 more threes than the Clippers, and the Clippers still won. Now, Memphis started off hot and cooled off tremendously down the stretch. They were 10 of 18 in the first quarter from the outside. So they went 6 of 25 the rest of the game from 3. And the Clippers were able to counter by getting to the free throw line, where they went 37 of 45. They attempted 45 free throws. When's the last time that happened? That might be some type of franchise high. 45 attempts to the charity stripe. Clippers being aggressive. And part of the reason you know that, 66 points in the paint. Memphis with 48. Of course, when you're taking more threes, you're going to have less points in the paint. Clippers were led by Kawhi Leonard with 28 points and had 15 of them in the second quarter, when they went from being down 19 to up 2 at one point to being just down by 1 at the half. Derrick Jones Jr.'s offense has just been tremendous ever since he came back from the second knee injury. 7 of 8 from the field, 16 points, countless putbacks and throwdowns in this game. And Darius Garland, my player to watch, his best game as a Clipper so far, 21 points, 6 assists, had 3 turnovers. His pops was in attendance, and he did a lot of work in that fourth quarter early on. Darius Garland still on a minutes restriction, only played 26 in the game, but he had 11 of his 21 points early in the fourth quarter. Some people were suggesting they should take him out to save more minutes for later in the game. A player that was that hot to start the fourth quarter, you're going to take him out at that time. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Benedict Mathurin, 21 off the bench, 6 of 15 shooting, huge rebounds. He led them with 10. Benedict Mathurin has a real skill as a guard, as a 6'4" guard, getting boards. 10 rebounds for him. And the biggest one coming off the three-pointer missed on the right wing by Kawhi Leonard to get to the free throw line to put them up by 3. Jordan Miller, 14 points for the Clippers. Just 2 of 5, but 10 of 12 from the charity stripe. He is a tough guard out there. He has a knack for getting downhill, going left, and drawing fouls with that deceleration. And then maybe the player of the game, who actually led them in rebounds, with 12. Sorry, Mathurin. 12 and 12 for Isaiah Jackson in 25 minutes. He had 12 and 8 in the second half alone. Coach Lou pressing all the right buttons, starting him in the second half against a team that was lacking a lot of size out there in the Memphis Grizzlies. Really the difference in the ball game, his hustle, 5 offensive rebounds for Isaiah Jackson. And the Clippers had 26 points off 16 total offensive rebounds in the game. They win 123-120. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
This is LA Clippers basketball. AM 1150 KEIV Los Angeles. And iHeart Radio station.
Clippers by 3. As Ty Jerome couldn't get one to fall on Derrick Jones Jr. to tie it for Memphis. He finished with 23, but 3 short. And the Clippers win. They are 4-1 to start off March. They're coming back to Intuit Dome on Monday night. Tip off against the Knicks at 7. Pregame show here at 6. Outside of Los Angeles, leaving you until then in LA. It's Clippers Talk next.
Another edition. There may only be 82
What a comeback.
Don't forget the playoffs.
The Clippers pulled it off. Had to have it. They got it. You just couldn't lose this game.
Clippers talk wherever you get your podcast.
You can't lose this game.
Hosted by Adam Osman.
4-1 to start off March. Not too shabby.
Subscribed. My name is Jessica Tapper, and I drive a.
All right, first sports guru. Like, he just yaps. Like, he can't counteract the fact that he was completely wrong about Darius Garland's minutes, saying that Coach Lue should have managed him differently, which means he would have had to take him out early in the fourth to get him back in late in the fourth. But newsflash, early in the fourth, Darius Garland was hot. He had more than half his points to start off the fourth quarter. Guru, your logic is failing you. I'm sorry. It's time for a timeout. You're getting nasty with the names being called. You got to do better. This Clippers team did. Chemo, he's muted. Jamil, Chris, Jesus is called in. Short show. Because we're on KEIB. But we'll try to get everybody in here. Coach Lue pushed the right buttons, went small, got him back in the game, started Isaiah Jackson. Any questions? Starting Isaiah Jackson in the second half was beautiful because Memphis was so small out there, they kept trying to pick on Brook Lopez. He'd have to be guarding smalls out on the perimeter like Ty Jerome.
On the LA Clippers Audio Network. The phones that make your feelings known. Now, it's Adam Osler.
Clippers run into a win in Memphis, 23-120 over the Grizzlies. They return 1-1 off the road trip, 4-1 to start off March, just one game under 500. They have a chance to get back there if they beat the Knicks on Monday night, back it into a dome. Welcome in. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Talk here on AM 1150 tonight. Remember, when the Dodgers are on AM 570, it will be on AM 1150. If you want to get on, 877-520-1150 is the phone number. Coming up, we'll get to your phone calls. But first, I want to talk about the two critical quarters in this ball game. First of all, the only reason the Clippers are down 19 is the Memphis Grizzlies went on a ridiculously hot and outlier shooting performance in the first quarter where they just could not miss anything. They set a season high 10 made threes in the first on 10 of 18 shooting with 7 guys out there making threes. I'm sorry, it was not sustainable. I don't want to say it was fugazi. I don't want to disrespect any of these guys and say it was fake, but the rest of the game, they only hit 6 3-pointers. And so, yeah, the Clippers got down by 19. I mean, I saw hands in the face of guys. It did not matter. They were just launching and hitting everything. 7 different guys hitting 10 threes. Absurd. I think 3 of them were hit by Prosper. He didn't hit another one the rest of the game. So I knew the Clippers would have a chance to come back. In fact, I put out the famous hashtag comeback clips once again. 60% of the time, it works every time. It just worked against the Golden State Warriors the other day, too. That was in Darius Garland's first game. This was his first start in this game. And it was a rough start for the Clippers. They were down 41-23 heading into the second quarter. In the second quarter, though, they started to turn things around. And who else but Kawhi Leonard was leading them? The Clippers were down by 19 at the 9-minute mark of the second. And they had a fast and furious comeback. It was a 21-point turnaround, and Kawhi started to get into his bag. Kawhi, jumper, made it a 10-point game. Clippers, they got on a run as Memphis had 8 turnovers in the second quarter alone. The Clippers' defense was fierce. Kawhi, The two throwdowns in traffic in the second quarter, the first one with two hands in traffic, 50-41, and then in transition off a pass from Dunn, right-handed throwdown. And it was a 20-9 start in the second quarter. The Clippers on a made free throw from Ty Jerome, had a long outlet to DJ to Sanders for three on a made free throw. I mean, they were playing so fast out there. I thought it worked against them maybe a little bit early on, and maybe Memphis was more comfortable at that speed, but this is the new Clippers. They want to play faster. They're just learning how to do so. So a team like Memphis that's 10th in pace on the season, they're more adept and equipped to play with more pace out there. But eventually, this Clippers team in the second quarter, they got Memphis sped up, and they got turnover after turnover after turnover against the Memphis Grizzlies. Kawhi had a steal with a no-look pass with his left hand to Chris Dunn, who missed it, and then Sanders put it back in the second quarter. Kawhi got a floater to go. That put him at 20 points. 41 straight games, he's had 20 or more. Unbelievable. Before the half, DJ would eventually tie it at the line at 55. Mathurin then hits the tough shot, and the Clippers are up 57-55. Within 9 minutes, they went from being down 19 in the second quarter to up by 2, a 21-point turnaround. And Memphis, those turnovers were brutal. Clippers, though, after a coward layup late in the second quarter, were down by 1 heading into the half. But 59-58, you'll take it, as opposed to being down by 19 early. In that third quarter, really back and forth affair. What was the adjustment? Well, in the second quarter, Coach Lue went small. He wasn't playing Isaiah Jackson. He wasn't playing Brook Lopez. But then Isaiah Jackson got significant run, who I did think played maybe a little bit in that second quarter, but it was mostly a very downsized team for Coach Lue, which everybody loves to criticize him for. And then they forget all the times that it works, like this game. If he doesn't go small, they don't win the game. Memphis doesn't have many bigs out there. The Clippers matched up well. It was a way to juice up their offense and be more switchable and versatile on the defensive end. Worked brilliantly. And then he starts Isaiah Jackson in the second half. Also a great move. Isaiah Jackson had 12 and 8 in the second half alone in big plays down the stretch. We'll talk about them, but it was back and forth. Third quarter, seesaw battle. And the Clippers still down by 1. Entering the fourth, it's 90-89 Grizzlies. Now to start the fourth quarter, it's Brook, Miller, Sanders, Benedict Mathurin, and Darius Garland. We know Darius Garland is on a minutes restriction, but he was playing well. He hit a floater to start. Clippers now are up by 1. Memphis turnover. Garland 3. Clippers up by 4. Scottie Pippen Jr. misses a 3, but Darius Garland fouled him. He misses a 3 on the other end. Pippen missed a free throw, so it's still a 2-point game. Clippers in the lead. Lopez floater. 4-point game and 1. Clippers start 4-4 from the field in the fourth quarter. The Clippers miss a free throw. It was Lopez at the free throw line, but they tapped it to Garland, and he hits a 3, and now they're up by 9. You guys want to take out Darius Garland to save him for the end of the game when he's that hot? I don't think so. Ty Jerome, though, he was a bucket. He's been a thorn in their side going back to last year for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He had an and 1 picking on Brook Lopez. They were matchup hunting. Then Kawhi comes back in for Kobe at the 9:49 mark. It's 101-94. Garland misses a baseline floater. Easy bucket for Memphis in transition the other way. 101-96. They're cutting into that Clippers 9-point lead. Kawhi gets fouled. Misses the first. Hits the second. 102-96. Memphis miss. Garland feed to Jordan Miller. Beautiful pass. 7-point game for the Clippers. The Memphis Grizzlies pick on Brook Lopez again for a layup with their smalls. 6-point game. Kawhi to Mathurin, layup, 8-point game. Jerome 3, Ty Jerome makes it a 5-point game, and then an offensive foul on Jordan Miller. Pippen Jr. gets a floater on Isaiah Jackson. Don't worry. Action Jackson will get his revenge. It's a 3-point game, though. It was just 9. Jackson gets a putback on the other end. 5-point game. Ty Jerome and 1. 3-point game. Hits the free throw, down to a 2-point game. Miller to Benedict Mathurin, who gets blocked by Hendricks, who had a couple insane blocks for Memphis in the fourth quarter on a reverse layup. Math should have went stronger there. And Jackson ends up fouling Small on the other end. Hendricks then hits a 3-pointer, and now the Clippers are down by 1 with 6 minutes left. Yes, we're going to head down to a clutch time contest. Jordan Miller, where else would he be but at the free throw line? Puts the Clippers back up by 1 at 110 to 109. Garland comes in for Kawhi at the 5:46 mark. Grizz then, they miss. Mathurin rebound, and DJ misses a layup on the other end, and Isaiah Jackson has the putback. Hustle, heart, motor, energy. Clippers up 3. Thank you, Isaiah Jackson. It's 112 to 109. Wells misses a 3 on the other end. Garland blocked by Hendricks. Walter Clayton blocked by Benedict Mathurin. Grizz Coward gets a bucket on Mathurin. 112-111. Clippers up by 1. Isaiah Jackson bucket off a Garland feed that was beautiful. 114 to 111. Grizz 3. Coward hits it over Benedict Mathurin. Tie game. Garland with a 3-pointer on the other end. Hendricks gets a layup, so the Clippers are still up by 1. It's 117 to 116. Garland is out of the game. Minutes restriction hit at around 26. Kawhi is also out at the 2:57 mark. They got Miller, Dunn, DJ, Math, Isaiah Jackson out there. Out of the timeout, shot clock violation on a bad 3-pointer by Benedict Mathurin. He has been in a little bit of a shooting funk ever since he missed that 3-pointer to beat Orlando. Clayton gets a tough reverse layup on the other end. Clippers down by 1 as he beat Jackson off the dribble there. Now there's an offensive foul on Isaiah Jackson. Kawhi comes in for Dunn at the 155 mark. He's on a minutes restriction on the second night of a back-to-back 2. Coward 3. Hendricks put back out of bounds, looked out on Memphis. They challenged it. It was out on Kawhi. His right hand, they said left hand. It looked like it was out on his right hand. 1:43 left. Isaiah Jackson with a steal on Coward at the top of the arc. What a defensive play as Kawhi gets in transition, goes behind his back. They have to foul him. Kawhi hits the first, down 1 to tie the game. Hits the second. Clippers up 1 with 1:30 left. 119 to 118 is the score. Jackson on Jerome, on Ty Jerome, who thought he had him in a bad spot, ties him up for the jump ball with 1:08 left. Jackson wins the jump. Miller gets fouled on the other end because they can't guard him. It was Ty Jerome with a foul. Hits both. Clippers up 3, 44.6 seconds left. Jerome gets his tough spinning layup. It's a 1-point game with 30 seconds left. Now Kawhi misses a right wing 3-pointer. Who's there? The guy who had 10 rebounds at the guard position, Benedict Mathurin. Long rebound. They have to foul. He hits both. Ty Jerome misses a 3-pointer. I kind of wish they just intentionally fouled at the end instead, but I get it because he thought they were going to foul. He was leaning into DJ a little bit, hoping they were going to foul. Maybe that threw him off. He misses the 3-pointer. Clippers come back down 19 to win 123 to 120 in Memphis. Quick timeout. We'll get to your phone calls next. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to Clippers Talk here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
The market for
I promise we'll get to your phone calls next. We got to go rapid fire, though. I don't got much time. 30 seconds for phone calls. Is this true? They set the franchise record for worst 3-point percentage in a win? It makes sense. Oh, no, you're saying that was against the Wizards last? Yes, I remember that. But tonight they were 4 of 17 against some crazy outlier heater shooting from Memphis in the first quarter. But sometimes you just got to ride it out in this league. The shooting's incredible now. Just weather the storm, ride it out. The Clippers defense wasn't even that bad the first quarter. Again,
Make a lot of sense.
pulling Garland early in the fourth when he was balling early in the fourth doesn't make sense. He was hot. Why are you going to take him out early? He's scoring now. You have a chance. They went up by 9. They had a chance to put them away then. Y'all try to find any little way to blame Coach Lou with this agenda stuff. It's like, first of all, he's in a really tough position with 2 of his best players on minutes restrictions to start.
Clipper Talk, what's your name? Where you calling from?
He's the one who went small. That's what changed the game. He's the one that started Isaiah Jackson. But the same people that are criticizing Coach Lou will not give him any credit for that, which tells you agenda.
Okay. All right. Hang tight, okay?
It's a bad look, guys. Give credit where credit's due. Look, I disagree not fouling at the end of the game. But like Carlos said, maybe they were supposed to, and Derek Jones didn't because it looked like Ty Jerome was going to go up for the three-pointer and draw the foul. Clippers win by 3 after trailing by 19 in Memphis to the Grizz. I'm Adam Moslin. It is Clipper Stock here on KEIB AM 1150. Hey, Zeus and Altadena, you got 30 seconds here. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Adam? First of all, thanks for doing what you do, man. Adam, on a back-to-back, no minutes restriction, no days off, no load management for you. You're great, man. I love what you do. I love what you guys do with the Clips and Dip podcast and all that too, man. And just want to give a big shout out to the boys for what they did tonight, man. They really came through. Everyone who was given an opportunity, they stepped up. Like you said, Matherin's been on a little bit of a slump, man, but, you know, he helped out with those rebounds. Isaiah Jackson with the opportunity, man. He just came up big for us. And Kawhi, man, I can't even say anything, man. I was one of those guys who talked about trading him if we could get something for him at the beginning of the year. I was tired of him being injured all the time, and then with all this aspiration mumbo jumbo. But goddamn, man, he's just like that toxic girlfriend that you just keep taking back, man. They keep hurting you, but you know what? You just keep giving him a chance over and over again because they make it so good, man. They make it hurt so dang good. But
all right, Jesus, I told you 30 seconds. We got to keep moving. I get your point. Chris in San Diego, what's up here on Clipper Stock? 30 seconds.
Okay, so first of all, I want to give credit to the Grizzlies because they played hard and they hate us and they knew we were coming off a back-to-back and we're down Yannick and they know that Kawhi doesn't play on a back-to-back. So second of all, I want to give credit because Kawhi knew that we needed this win. He came in a back-to-back and he was awesome. And I just want to say DG was good. Yeah, he was. And I don't care what people say. And Ty Lue was also good. Yeah, he was because he knew that Brook Lopez couldn't play all these minutes. And we do have the Yannick injury, and that's true. So he knew he had to play Jackson. And coming in down this game, down franchise record, I believe, I don't know how many points, but we lose the other game coming off a back-to-back.
They were up by 25 yesterday. Yes, they were 108-0, went up by 20.5 in the first half. They were up by 20, and they lost that game. First time they ever lost a game in that fashion yesterday to San Antonio. They bounce back. They win this one down by 19 in Memphis. Quick timeout. We'll come back. More of your phone calls. I'm sorry, I said 30 seconds. So we've got timeouts here. This is Clipper Stock here on AM 1150.
Break after this.
I'm just going to keep putting Sports Guru in timeout until he just leaves eventually. He keeps saying the same thing over and over, but never addresses the points of, Garland was really good to start the fourth quarter.
Clipper Talk, what's your name? Where you calling from?
You don't take out a guy that's in a rhythm and that hot.
All right, hang tight, Parker.
Yeah, still missing John Collins. Hopefully he's back on Monday. They could really use him. They get a day off after that. But it's a 5-game homestand starting on Monday. It highlights the side effects of heavy ISO. They scored 123 points. There's always the people in here with agendas. And you can sniff them out quickly. I know. They got down big early. Mutter is trolling Sports Guru pretty hard right now, which is kind of amusing. I love Isaiah Jackson in this game. I told you you guys are going to fall in love with him. His game works for Clipper Nation. Isaiah Action Jackson is here. That's the game he needed. Clippers down 19, win by 3 in Memphis. The comeback Clips are back. What happened to them yesterday, they do to the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis today. They're back taking on the Knicks Monday night at Intuit Dome. Let's go to Bargov in Maryland. Bargov, you're on Clipper Stock with Adam Moslin. What's up, Bargov?
Yo, what up, Adam?
30 seconds.
What a win, man. Such a fun, action-packed, quirky game. Stark contrast in three-point and free throw attempts and just the overall rosters. You could have folded after that Spurs finish first quarter, but showed a real backbone led by Y. Wasn't physically easy for him either. Outside jumper wasn't falling, so a lot of assertive, strong driving and foul draws. Lou JVG on point with the adjustments. I miss Yannick, man. Obviously, his paint protection and everything. Ijax can't do that, but the activity on the glass, fighting on switches, physicality, can't say enough, man. Jay Milley with the clutch foul draw, 45 seconds left, and Mathurin, full experience. Guys got onions hitting those late free throws. So
I agree with you. Benedict Mathurin stepped up. 10 boards, none bigger than that board he got after the Kawhi miss from 3. Quick timeout. We'll come back and get to one more phone call here. Clippers win 123-120 in Memphis over the Grizz. I'm Adam Moslin and Clipper Stock here on the Patriot AM 1150. Do people know how much ISO ball there is in the playoffs? Like, you think OKC didn't win the championship because they didn't play ISO ball? They played a ton of ISO ball. Are you kidding me? When you get in a 7-game series, by the end of it, everybody knows what you're running, and it comes down to your best against their best. Sports who? That was a great win. To shoot 4 of 17 while your opponent shoots 16 of 43 and you win that game was awesome. 45 free throws. Maybe I'll stay on a little bit with you guys since we had to go quick here for a little extended Clipper stock. Because I want to hear from Coach Lou. This was the 5th game in 7 days with back-to-back road games. They blew a 25-point lead yesterday to come back and have this level of resolve and fortitude, down 19. Awesome win. They're 31-32. Let's see if they can get back to 500. I think they will on Monday against New York. Go, Jamil, get out.
Yeah. Good.
Radio app. This is the Los Angeles Clippers. Heard exclusively on the LA Clippers audio network.
Clippers come back down 19 in Memphis to win by 3. Jamil calling in from Pasadena. Quickly, Jamil, you got about 20 seconds here.
How you doing, Adam? Shouts to A-Double, Mr. West. Thank you for affording me the platform. Shout out to Clipper Nation. There's no love lost to me and Adam. We're just passionate about this. Great bounce back victory, great optimal victory for a minute for Isaiah, and a great adjustment by Tyronn Lue. Let's go Clips. Get back to 500 on Monday. Much
Ooh,
love, Adam. God bless.
what brevity. What a phone call. He cooked. That's an efficient phone call. Clippers win 123-120 in Memphis. They're coming back to take on the Knicks on Monday night. Tip off at 7. Pregame show here at 6. Before we get out of here, I do want to thank the Clippers organization, Ralph Lawler, Brian Seaman, Noah Eagle, Carlo Jimenez on the call, Daniel West back here in Burbank. I'm Adam Moslin. Talk to you on Monday.
I never miss.
Give Coach Lewis props. Don't be an agenda guy. Don't try to find a way to twist things to blame people that you don't like, even in games they win where he obviously made the right moves. Don't be that guy. Be an objective observer.
AM 1150, an iHeart radio station.
I think they can beat the Knicks, but it would really help to have John Collins back on Monday.
Patriot AM 1150.
Really help.
Radio station.
Looking to see if we got any post-game audio from Coach Lue. Let me see.
Medals in history. Only time's gonna tell.
The Clippers are 25-11 their last 36 games. Let's go. Just got that text from Carlo.
Did he say let's go? Then?
I added that, but I felt it. I knew what he was thinking.
I feel like he could have said
Let's go. I don't know if they're better yet. They're different, but I love the way they're playing. This team continues to fight, to play hard. Clips gang can get out of here. If you want to be a negative Nancy and just say, well, it's not going to work in the playoffs and all this stuff, and you just want to go after Coach Lue after every game, you can leave. Please spare me. Spare me the agenda pushers. Spare me. I'm here to celebrate this team tonight. They could have quit down 19 after what happened yesterday against San Antonio. Easily. Are you kidding me? That was one of the most brutal regular season losses I've ever seen. And they come back down 19 and totally redeem themselves. This team has growth potential. Pause.
Yo.
They do. They do. They're fun to watch. The pace they played at to start the game was insane. Now, Memphis was better than them, but it's just because they were hitting a bunch of threes. Like, sometimes you have to understand when a team is at fault and when there's things you can control and you're just not controlling the controllables. And other times you got to tip your cap and be like, holy shit, Memphis is just unbelievable from three, and there's not much we're going to be able to do about it. But weather the storm. Eventually they will cool off. They did. What was it, 6 for 25? The rest of the game after starting 10 for 18 from three? 10 for 18 from three? That's exactly what San Antonio shot in the entire second half yesterday. Memphis did it in the first quarter, which means the last 3 quarters, from the last 2 quarters yesterday to the first quarter of this game, teams were 20 of 36 from three on them. And the Clippers still won one of those games.
Run a business and not thinking about radio?
This team will not give in. They will not quit. Yes, having John Collins back would be huge. I'm trying to see if we got any post-game audio for you. I would love to hear from Coach Lue. Even just a quote. I would love to hear from Kawhi. You know what? That might be up. Let me see. I saw it post-game with Lauren Rosen. Let's see what we got here. Look, I criticize them not intentionally fouling at the end. I'm not opposed to criticizing coaching moves. But it was obvious Coach Lou won them the game going small in the second quarter. While everybody bitches all the time and says, oh, he's a small ball merchant and that's all he wants to do, nobody remembers when he goes small and it works beautifully. They don't give him any love. Here's Kawhi post game. You got to be fair. You got to be balanced. You got to be intellectually consistent. All right, here is Kawhi Leonard post game with
Kawhi
Leonard, I'll ask you about him first. Darius Garland, you guys got to start together. You guys came back together. What's it been like to build that partnership?
It's been great. We got a lot to learn still together, and everybody else with the whole group, starting five. But I thought he played amazing tonight. He took us over the hump in that fourth quarter, making big shots, making big plays with assists, and yeah, I'm looking forward to him.
Last night you told me that a back-to-back like this with such a tight turnaround is all about staying even-keeled and having fun. How much fun were you able to have in a very tense fourth quarter?
It's a lot of fun now since we won, but, you know, this is what it takes. Pretty much the same outcome from last night. Me being up one, shooting a three short, but we got the rebound this time, and we were able to get some free throws and seal the game.
You've told me about the pride you feel for your young guys on this team. Tonight, some of the usual suspects stepped up, but Isaiah Jackson also was fantastic in his minutes. What do you make of the way the young guys have stepped up in wins like these?
They've been great. You know, Memphis is a young team. They're playing together defensively and offensively, and tonight Isaiah did a great job coming in, you know, filling a role while Jan is hurt right now. And, you know, that's all we need is guys that just keep stepping up and, you know, be ready to play.
Last question for you, Kawhi. What does it mean to you to be able to play 2 nights in a row of a back-to-back and be as effective as you were for prolonged runs?
It's been great. I'm just having fun with the unit. You know, praise God every day that I'm able to play basketball. And, you know, I can't, you know, I got to take advantage of these opportunities and blessings. So I'm just thankful.
You did so tonight, indeed. Thank you, Kawhi.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Kawhi Leonard really putting things in perspective there. Kawhi putting things in perspective there at the end. He knows he's lucky to be able to play basketball, let alone at this high of a level. 41 straight games of 20 points or more for Kawhi. Unreal. Love hearing that post game. He missed that three-pointer. Benedict Mathurin picked him up. They walked off the court together there after Kawhi's interview. This team's gelling. They're still believing. So the 45 free throw attempts by the Clippers tonight, most by the franchise since March 8th of 2019. They're also the first team since the Denver Nuggets on January 29th of 2024 to win a game making 4 or fewer threes while their opponent made 16 or more threes. Those two stats from Justin Rousseau at Fly By Night. That second quarter turnaround, 21-point turnaround, down 19 to up 2 in 9 minutes. Kawhi had 15 points during that stretch. What a badass.
Did they have? Oh yeah, they had 4. I think it was 2. 1, 2.
What's up?
I was saying, did they have 3 threes or 4?
Oh, the Clippers?
Yeah.
4 of 7. I mean, getting up only 17 threes is insane. But if you get 66 points in the paint, I'm not hating too hard. Darius Garland with 11 of his 21 in the fourth.
Got all 4 threes in the highlights. I just realized I saved all the threes.
Daniel West.
I didn't realize that. Wow, yeah.
Daniel West in his bag, of course, got the highlight of all 4 big threes by the Clippers. Hey, they needed them. They won by 3, so they had to have them all. I still wish they fouled late. They said they're a foul team, but I think it's because Carlo outlined it. It looked like Ty Jerome was hunting for the foul, and he would have gone to the line for 3. So therefore, it makes sense to play him straight up. Derrick Jones Jr., perfect defense on the perimeter. Man, DJ's been good. I'm telling you, I said it during the broadcast. Is Derek Jones Jr. more athletic after the 2 knee injuries this year? Like, ridiculous. He had a 2-handed putback dunk. Like, insane. And I think it's because the style of play from the Clippers right now, it really suits him because they're getting up and down, and he's a guy that needs to get in transition a lot to score. He's a slasher. But DJ has been incredible while keeping up great defense. I love watching him and Dunn so much. When you go into games and you know you have those 2 guys that are giving it their all defensively, and DJ had a hand issue that was bleeding, played through it. Couple of bad mother effers. Those 2 shutdown corners, as Coach Lou calls them. Some bad boys. Love them. I say it affectionately. Love this team. And it's fun to watch this style of basketball getting up and down and playing at a much faster pace, is it not? I care about results much more than style of play. I wasn't one of those people that was hating on James Harden for the ISO and slow down. Whatever wins, I don't care. But I got to admit, it's fun. It's watching Darius Garland get up and down and this Clippers team run, and now they actually have some athletes, and my God, if they didn't lose Yannick. Oh. That still hurts. But you got John Collins, Mathurin, Darius Garland, DJ. You got some guys with some real pop and athleticism, and the way Kawhi looks, like he's top 5 in the league, I think, in points in transition per game. Kawhi's moving so well. They win Monday. They're back to 500. Need it. Want it. Would also like the post-game audio. You say anything, Daniel?
No, well, let me check real quick.
You're off duty. Get out of here.
No, I can do this. I'll just do a quick search right now. I don't mind here.
Hey, how about Darius Garland's dad in the house? Winston Garland, former Clipper, early 90s. Pretty cool. Garland showed up in the 4th quarter for Pops. It looked like he may have had the whole family there. I saw a family picture on the Clippers social media.
We're not seeing anything right now.
I love hearing from Coach Lou. I'd love to know.
All I saw was on the broadcast. That was the only time.
You saw it on FanDuel.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait a little bit longer and see if the email comes in. I want to hear what Coach Lou says about the final possession.
Have a good Sunday. I will see you on Monday.
Well done, my friend.
Same. Take care.
You cooked.
Thank you. Hey. Don't say yourself short.
I'm a wash.
Oh, that's not true.
What's the 9903 less go? It's 9903 an area code? I know. So he played Darius Garland. He played at Vanderbilt. So this was kind of a homecoming for him. And the family showed up. And so he was born in Gary, Indiana. But, okay, so he played a lot. He played AAU in Nashville, Tennessee. There you go. So he's really back home there. He attended Brentwood Academy in Tennessee. And then he went to Vandy. So makes sense. Yeah, he's kind of a quiet guy in the offseason living in Nashville, right? That's what he says. I know area codes are 3 digits. That's why I was like, what? But our zip code's 5. It's been a long 48 hours for me. Bear with me. I did 8 hours of radio yesterday. Not that I'm crying about it. It was fun. I'm just a little exhausted. As we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait. You know what? I'll take a phone call. If anybody wants to call in, 877-520-1150. I will take a phone call. And I will like it. If anybody wants to call in, let me fix something here. Don't be scared. If you want to call in, I'll take your phone call. 877-520-1150. As I'm trying to hear from Coach Lou post game, and I want to stall. And I know I had to go really fast with those phone calls because we had to get out at 8:28. We're on KEIB. When the Dodgers are on AM 570, this is where we be. I'll let you rant. I'll let you go. If you call in right now, this is your time. 15 minutes of fame. Where's Clavon at? I know he would take the opportunity. Hey, I don't need to hear that. The season's aged me 10 plus years. It's just been a long 24 hours. I'm fine. Someone give a super chat to the Kawhi Da Vinci code to call in from Australia. Every single fan base in the NBA believes it's only their team that deals with outlier shooting performances. I promise you, it's not just the Clippers that deal with stuff like this. I promise you. Every fan base thinks this only happens to us. What's going on? Steve, I promise you. Everybody thinks it happens to their team and their team only. Uh-oh, we got some phone calls coming in. I put 2 people on hold. I'm going to put somebody up. Lee Jr., you're on Clippers Talk?
Oh, yeah. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Lee?
Oh, not much. I like this new team. I mean, I really like the trades at the trade deadline. And, you know, after they traded Harden with 25 points per game for Darius Garland for 18, I was like, well, they're probably going to need another scorer. So the Zubac and Benedict Mathurin, 17 points per game, and Isaiah Jackson, the defense, and, you know, a little bit of points. But overall, the rookies stepped up. They've been stepping up, you know, and so I'm very happy with this Clip. I'm a diehard Clippers fan. So
where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
South Carolina.
Oh, right on, Lee. So you watch on the YouTube side?
Yeah, I watch it after every game.
Appreciate you. First time caller here?
Yeah. What's that?
Are you first time caller here?
Yeah, I'm first time.
Right
I've been
on.
wanting to call. I just, you know, didn't have the courage or a little bit of stage fright, you know, stuff like that. But,
Well, you
but anyway,
sound good.
I'm just, I'm just happy with this Clippers team. They play very clean basketball. That's what I like about it. You know, no drama or, you know, they just play hard basketball, and that's all I got to say.
I have to say they've been pretty good in the turnover department, although they had 16 in this game, but they had been much better the last few games. And that's really unique considering the lineup changes and the different guys that have been out there, and they've been keeping the turnovers down pretty low. But those 8 turnovers
Oh,
by
yeah.
Memphis in the second quarter kind of swung the game back in the Clippers' favor. Like, Memphis shot 26% in the second quarter after the crazy shooting they did in the first quarter. And I thought, maybe it's not the Clippers' night. Maybe they're going to, give in to the end of the road trip and what happened to them yesterday against San Antonio. And they're not going to be able to get over that loss. Instead, they get over the loss in style with a comeback of their own. That's what I loved.
Yeah, what I think is, when they didn't play Darius Garland against the Spurs, maybe they'll see him in the playoffs without, and then they'll find out, with Darius Garland, it might be a different ball game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a good point. They didn't have Darius. They didn't have John Collins in that game. Like, they're missing key guys. So.
Oh yeah.
And they played.
I really like this.
No, go ahead.
I really like this team after the trade deadline, and I'm sad about Yannick.
Yeah.
So
Yannick. I am too.
have a feeling that he's going to be on the same level as Wemby on the Spurs. I'm serious. I mean, he gets it going 2 or 3 years, and I think he's going to be a scorer. I have a feeling.
I hope you're right. His potential is
so far
very high.
He's been the best out of all rookies of Clippers. Yannick's my favorite.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I was
Oh,
devastated
all right.
by the injury, and Yannick.
Yeah.
Prayers up that he comes back looking the same athletically. That's what we need.
I was hoping it wasn't Gordon Hayward or Dak Prescott from the Cowboys type of injury. I was kind of worried there because I was watching the game, and the way he landed, I was like, oh no,
Right. It doesn't appear to be that. It's a Liz Frank injury. Chet Holmgren had it his rookie year with OKC. He came back the same. So hopefully Yannick can do that too.
Yeah, I have high hopes on Yannick. So, it's just right now I'm happy with the team. That's all I got.
All right, Lee. Appreciate you calling in. Don't be a stranger now.
All right. Oh no, I won't. All right.
All right. Be good in
Talk
South
to you later.
Carolina. All right. Nassar calling in on Clippers Talk After Dark. Nassar, what's up?
You talking to me?
I am. Is it Nassar?
Yeah, that's my last name. No, never heard you. It's Ray. Yeah.
Is it Ray?
Here, Redondo Beach, now San Mateo.
Wait, is it Ray?
Yes.
Oh, Ray.
Yeah, that's Ray.
Ray, what's up, man? What, do you got me on speaker? What is this?
Oh, sorry. Let me switch. How about now?
Much better, my friend. What's up? The
All
floor
right.
floor is
Yeah,
yours.
headphones. Yeah, I guess my main thing, especially after that Lauren Rosen interview, I saw it live on FanDuel, and then it was good seeing you. Yeah, having you watch the clip. Kawhi's demeanor, man. I think he, you notice he was maybe a little bit sad, a little bit. You could tell in a lot of the post-game interviews after the Harden trade that he felt maybe out of place, or that, hey, I'm a relic. I'm already in the past generation. And now there's been a switch, he's really, I think, right away he was always like appreciative and complimentary of Garland, but seeing them play together and seeing him and Mathurin together, and now, his post-game interviews, I feel like he understands he's an elder statesman, but he's not elder, he's still got it. He can still slide with the best of them, and it's fitting so well, instead of having these older mercenaries in a win now mode, it's like, hey, let's cause some ruckus. We'll build even more next season, but I'm done with the Marcus Morrises. That was great in 2021, but the next 2 years, man, it was painful. It was really long drawn out, and we've seen that story over and over again. So it's really great to see Kawhi just kind of like revitalize. Like, he's got a new energy behind him. So
Yeah.
that's what I've been looking forward to.
I think the young guys are giving him life. They're making him feel young. I think he likes his style of play too.
No, absolutely. And, the hustle is back. You see him, one thing I noticed last season, obviously he was coming back from injury, shortened the number of games that he played, but he was definitely conserving his energy, right? Like he was amazing on the offense, and he was trying on the defense, but not as much. Like now, you just see him much more closer to his prime than I've ever seen him as a Clipper, maybe since the first season, while having an even greater offensive output. I know we've talked to this without end, but him being my favorite player of the last 10, 15 years, and seeing him like this, it inspires me, man.
Honestly, I'm the same way. My favorite thing in sports now, the older I get, the more I love seeing the older guys succeed in anything. Like the Deftones coming out with a great album when they're 50. I'm like, hell yeah. It's inspiring. It is. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Coming back from all those injuries, remember his commercial last year? That hit me. I had a partial Achilles tear, an ankle fracture. And, that puts you in the perspective of oh, this isn't a joke what they go through. I did 4 months in a boot and then 6 months of physical therapy just so that I could be able to walk when my daughter was born, and then to see him get back on the court and do everything that he's doing is just incredible. Obviously we don't have access to, their nearly science fiction level of medical science that's available for sports, but it's still it shows you what is possible with a lot of effort and not giving up. And I think that's really the life lesson of sports, right? Is to put you in that state of heightened emotions.
Ray,
no matter what,
do we talk on Instagram?
I love the season.
Do you always hit me up on Instagram?
Yeah, yes, I'm always sending you shit.
Let me see. I'm going to. Okay, yeah. Okay, you're the Ray that I thought. Yeah, you were up north. You saw the comeback against Golden State when you met Carlo. That's right.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
And now I'm oriented.
By the way, pro tip, obviously I'm not a Warriors fan, so I just used Game Time at noon that day. There was desperation, and someone sold me, level 100 club tickets for $100 that afternoon. So if anyone's, we hear a lot from Clippers fans from other states that, are thinking about going to finally see them live, take advantage of that, man, because it's amazing. If you wait until the last second, sometimes you can hit gold. So my wife and I, it was at that club, the club in Chase Center, that area that I saw Carlo. He was talking. I remember you asking if I saw Noah Eagle. I don't think it was any of the other broadcasters. I think he might have been talking to either family or something, because they were all kind of the same height, similar haircuts. But it was cool. I gave him a fist bump and immediately shouted him out. He was like, "Get back on your seat. We're almost back up."
We got some good ones on this broadcast crew. I'm lucky to be a part of it. It's so fun. It's the most fun I've had in my life, honestly. People think
dogs in you.
Yeah, people think I'm just blowing smoke with the Clippers sometimes, but this is the best job in the world. I feel very, very blessed, very lucky.
Yeah, man, love it. Love to see you guys, especially through everything that you guys went through. Just maintaining that level of energy through the 6-21. I'm diehard. I watched every single episode, listened to the radio, watched it on TV. And just seeing you guys try to pull something positive from each one. It's well, they fought for 42 minutes.
There was a lot of that.
To now where it's it's a lot better day. So I'm happy for you guys.
I think as Brian Seaman would say, dancing days are here again. That's how it feels.
Amazing line.
All right, Ray.
All right. Well, I hope to see you guys in LA sometime soon. I'm still planning on going down for the Spurs game if life permits. Got to find a sitter and make sure my wife is okay and all that. But I'll fly down. It's a 1-hour flight, so I want to see Wemby in person again.
There you go. That would be great. And yeah, at Intuit Dome, that's going to be a special game. And we should remind everybody that, the Clippers did come back down 26 on the Spurs to get their first ever victory at Intuit Dome last season. So maybe the Spurs just owed them one.
Yeah.
Now it's the Clippers' turn to respond again.
Yeah.
All
we
right,
playing that well in the first half without DG. I knew that we were playing out of our minds, and I was just hoping that the 25-point was enough of a cushion. Fortunately, it wasn't. the Spurs took it to a whole nother level. But yeah,
I mean, at one point they hit 10 of 11 shots in the first half. The Clippers.
I was disgusted. Champagne, right? What's his name? Like, that was absurd.
Well,
like,
yeah.
I know he's a decent player, but he was just out of his unconscious.
Insane, ridiculous. All right, my friend. Thanks for
All right,
calling in. We'll see you at the Dome.
Yes, sir. See ya.
If anybody else wants to call in, we'll keep it going. Otherwise, I'm outie. Like a belly button. I'm still looking for Coach Lou post game. Why? Why isn't it there yet? I just want to hear from the head coach. Let me see. I'll try one more time. Is it there? No, it's not. Because I would have got the email. Adam, you dumbass. All right. I think I'm out. I think I got my fill. It's 9 o'clock. It's been a long couple of days. But wouldn't trade it for the world. Wouldn't trade it for anything. Clipper Nation, we'll talk to you guys soon. Clippers, Knicks, Monday night, Intuit Dome. A chance to get back to 500 after starting off 6-21. Tip off at 7. Your pregame show at 6. I'm Adam Oslin. We will talk to you then. Oh, wait a second. You know why? Sports Guru said some nasty stuff on Twitter. I was looking this up, and if you want to know why I'm going to block this guy, it's messages like this. This is just, geez. Maybe it makes sense the way he acts in the chat. Like, come on. Yeah, I need to block this guy. It's a waste of time. I wish him the best, but whoa. We don't need to talk like that, Clipper Nation. We're better than that. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you Monday.